So it's almost comical at this point. First, I apologize for the audio in this video because for some reason my mics do not want to cooperate on any level, and I have no clue why. I still haven't figured it out. These are supposed to be top of the line Hollyland microphones, but for some reason they're just not working at all. So I apologize for all the background noise in this car talk, but long story short, we got a big old leg day today and we're pretty excited for it. I mean, I just finished up this subbing job that was very energy consuming because I had very little breaks in between. So it was just, and it was a 5-day job. So this is the 5th of 5 days over. And what better way to celebrate than hit some freaking legs? But anyways, that is the plan for today. I took a quick look at what we're going to be doing. It's a little bit of inner thigh. We got cable glute pinch. I think a leg extension in there. But I'm pretty freaking jazzed about this one for one main reason. The equipment they have at this new gym. They have plate-loaded leg curls, leg extensions. I don't know if they have a plate-loaded inner thigh machine, but there's something different. There's something to be said about plate-loaded machines. It's the amount of momentum and the angle that you get. It's just a different feel. Like, it's very like from like a pin-loaded machine. You can just it depends on the plate-loaded machine, but for the most part, you're probably gonna get just a little bit different of a squeeze and a little bit different of a stretch, just from how it is angled according to your body part. So that being said, it's gonna be a fun one today. I'm really looking forward to it, and it's one that I've been prepping for all day. So this morning, man, I don't know what it was, but it was extremely hard for me to get out of bed. So I didn't hit my fasted cardio this morning, unfortunately, but we are going to be hitting our cardio directly after our workout, after we get a protein shake in. I usually don't like to do it this way just because I like having some amount of movement at one part of the day and then some amount of movement at another part. It's just, it's done wonders for my physique. Like, I gain muscle a little quicker, lose fat a little quicker. It's all around a lot better in my mind. But that being said, some days just is not in the cards, and that's all good. The most important thing is to just stay consistent with it. So that's what we're doing today, and then we'll make sure to get a nice early night's rest in to make sure we can wake up for fasted cardio tomorrow. But that being said, man, we did kind of a double meditation today, which was kind of interesting because with the double meditation, you can kind of and by double meditation I mean they were just very, very close together. Like the first meditation was, I think, at like 10:40-ish, and then the second meditation was around like 12:30-ish. So I usually don't have them that close together, but the second one was more of an insurance, just to make sure that I actually got both meditations in for the day, because I'll be honest, I'm freaking exhausted right now. Like, I can't even imagine after I'm done, hitting my lift, doing my posing, and then doing my cardio right after. I mean, I'm probably going to be pretty freaking beat after today's session is over. So that being said, just want to make sure that we're getting 2 meditations in, so we actually hit it. I might be a little too tired after all this that's about to ensue. So pretty freaking jazzed about it. This is my first leg day at this gym. So, I don't know. There's something to be said about first lifts at new gyms. Just a different feel, and it's almost like depends, like every lift is completely different, but I don't know, it's kind of like that same feeling that you get first day of school kind of vibes, just, for all the different types of days. So, I still haven't hit an arm day there. I hit an arm day at the school yesterday, but we'll have our first days there. But yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. Now, going back to the meditations, it's pretty interesting. It's getting pretty fun because, as you know, I'm pretty exhausted today. But what made the meditations fun was the fact that I needed to stay locked in on the meditation, or on the mantra, I should say, the entire time. And every time I do that, it has some amount of benefit, whether, I just feel more relaxed, or I feel more alert, or everything just seems to flow just a little bit better in terms of, my energy levels go up, and then everything just, it almost has a way of helping me to concentrate, because it just puts me in a better mood. But that being said, they were pretty fun to put both of the meditations together, that close, because you kind of got to do almost like a side-by-side comparison, see what was different about each one. But I noticed, the reason why I meditate, and the reason why I exercise, and the reason why I coach in general is, this is going to sound corny, but it's almost to awaken my happiest, healthiest self. Because that's when I really feel like I'm in the flow of things. Like I'm my happiest, healthiest self is when I'm coaching others, when I'm meditating, and when I'm lifting. At least for right now. I have a few different endeavors that I'm pretty interested in. I've always wanted to learn monkey kung fu, which is, if y'all look that up, it's freaking nuts. It's the deadliest form of kung fu. It's pretty interesting. I think it's like the special or Secret Service, not Secret Service, but it's like the Marines and the Navy and like all these different people who fight. Basically, they learn this kind of kung fu because it's so effective. It's pretty scary how effective it is, but that's one of my interests, is to learn that. Another one, surfing, big time. I definitely want to surf. And then another one is just quantum physics. Like, I really want to take a deep dive into quantum physics. Like, I became especially interested in quantum physics when I read the book The Tao of Physics. I think it's by Fritjof Capra, something like that. But The Tao of Physics, Tao. It's a really interesting take on the relationship between Eastern philosophy and modern quantum physics. So I thought that was pretty interesting. It's definitely, I don't know, it's one of those things that I'm just always keeping an eye out for. I always want to see, I guess my main interest in quantum physics is that it's almost like, it's just so unresolved in every way. There's so many different subjects in it that are like, I'm trying to think of one. There's like Schrodinger's cat, like that whole concept where if, something doesn't exist unless it has an agent to observe that it's existing. Like, that whole phenomenon just baffles me. I think it baffles most people that study it, but it's it's just a mystery. Like, it's very interesting. So I think it's the fact that I don't know a lot about it that interests me so much about it. So that's another one. But the list goes on. Just my interests, they never seem to stop. And I guess that's a good thing. That means that I'm on the right track to just discovering more about what brings about our happiest, healthiest self. So, anyways, yeah, like I said, big old leg day today, and I'm sorry again in advance about the audio. I'll probably have kind of a silent workout, and then we'll get some posing in, and that'll be that. But I'll see y'all in there.